First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
Bad fire over the weekend. Talk about this.
Yeah, so this was one of many bad fires lately. This was on, I believe, Howard Ave. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chief, but I believe that is the case. It happened at about 6 p.m. on Friday on Howard Avenue. And, you know, we wanted to have the chief on because we wanted to talk about the fact that there is an increase in fires, it seems, during the winter months because people find creative but maybe not so safe ways to try to heat their home in the winter.
Chief Ingersoll, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we've definitely seen some creative ways to heat your homes when it starts getting colder out, and it continues in my 24 years. That continues to be the case.
Well, you know, the reality is it's so important to get your furnace and your heating mechanisms, your whatever it is, however you're heating your home. It is so important to make sure that you're getting that stuff checked out for the winter.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more important things you can do for your safety and your family safety is to have some regular maintenance done on your furnace or boiler. Have your wood stove chimney inspected every year. Make sure that you got your smoke detectors in place. Make sure you got a carbon monoxide detector in place as well, because when everybody starts firing up their furnaces, we definitely see an increase in carbon monoxide calls as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably, there are other dangers other than fire, and that carbon monoxide, in the real estate industry, that's taken very seriously, not only for landlords, required to have those in a lot of cases for their tenants, but when you transfer a property to somebody else, that's one of the requirements is at least one on each livable floor. You have to have smoke and carbon monoxide because it is so deadly, odorless, and without warning, that carbon monoxide.
Yeah, you could have a cracked heat exchanger or something within your furnace or your boiler and not even know about it. And the only way that you do find out about that is if one of your detectors goes off.
Listen, I got to tell you, we just added carbon monoxide and smoke detectors on all the floors, and we already had them when we moved in, and they were electric, but I didn't think they were working right. So we had additional installed.
They'll chirp if the battery is dying on them.
And now you can buy them where they have a 10-year battery. You just throw it out.
Yeah, right. You throw out the actual detector.
But it's important to still test those. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, so we had this all put together, and also a heat sensor in the garage. So if there's, there are a lot of things you can do, and you can end up saving on your homeowner's insurance as well.
Yep. Yeah, having the interconnected smoke detectors these days is really a great thing. So that meaning that if one goes off, they're all gonna go off. So you don't have something going off in the basement and not know about it.
Right.
Can't hear about it. So,
well, and that does happen. Let's say you have a two-story home and a basement. There's something going on in that basement. It's going to be probably too late by the time you hear the alarm. Really important. By the way, I set off that alarm this morning by mistake. It's very loud.
Oh my gosh.
And my wife is not talking to me now. So
you burned the toast today.
Just not good. There's always something. So, okay, talk about the fire that happened on Genesee Street.
The fire on Genesee Street, that was at 321 Genesee Street, next to the park right at Eagle in Genesee. That building's been vacant for 3 to 4 years now. It's been one of the issues that we've been dealing with. We've had a couple small fires there throughout the past few years. A number of overdoses on the porches, things of that nature as well. So we did respond early Thursday morning. I believe that was morning of the 14th, and we did have a well-involved porch fire, but the fire did not extend into the building.
Okay.
So,
and we were able to get searches done within that building as well. We sent the Parks Department the following morning, went down, resecured the building. We did find one opening that could have been used to get in and out of that building, but thankfully there was no one in there. And we worked with our local community partners to clean up some of the needles that we found and human feces that we found
Oh, my gosh.
strewn about as well.
All right. It is.
Well, I guess that's something, too, that, people have to be aware of is that, the homeless community will try to find any and all means to seek
Especially as it
shelter
gets
from
colder.
the cold.
Yeah.
And then, also find heat sources, too. That's something, again, we talk about it all the time that, the Utica Fire Department isn't just battling fires. They're dealing with medical emergencies and overdoses and things like that. But I have to imagine that this homeless crisis adds a whole nother layer of difficulty to your jobs on a daily basis.
It does. And, that's why any building that we go to, even when people tell us that there's nobody there, we make it a priority to search for life because we don't know who could be using that for shelter, and even if it's a short temporary basis. And, our goal is to keep people safe. So that's why we get in there and search buildings when we respond to reported fires. It's an ongoing crisis, as you guys are well aware.
Yeah.
And we're still doing whatever we can to have some sympathy for the homeless and really try to reach out and take care of them and assist them in getting services as well.
All right. Chief Ingersoll, thank you for the time. We appreciate it. Be safe out there, and thanks for what you do.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Have a good
All
day,
right,
guys.
Chief.
Chief Ingersoll from the Utica Fire Department.